Hey bunnies, welcome to another Naked Sunday video if you're watching here on YouTube. If you are listening on your favorite podcast listening app, welcome to another episode of Naked Sunday, the podcast. For this episode, I don't feel like drinking. I was actually eating a salad and then I remembered, oh crap, I do have a segment called Mukbang where I'm supposed to be eating. My salad is almost done, right? I got it from Tropical Smoothie. It's their Caesar salad. I'm not the biggest tomato girl in the world, so I left those on the side, or at least not like this anyways. And I'm just gonna finish my salad if you don't mind. So let me fix my hair because the last video my front of my hair was sticking up in the air like a cockatoo and that was not cute. But if you want to drink, do that. But for this episode, we're eating. So get something to eat and let's talk. Pause this if you have to and get your food and come back. All right. All right. I'm just gonna get in there. It has chicken. It has these. It's not croutons. They're like very cheesy. It's really, really good. So that's what we're gonna be doing, okay? So for this episode, I want to talk about threesomes, particularly horrible threesomes and the worst threesome I've ever had. Now, in past videos, I have mentioned that I've never really had a bad threesome. But if we really dissect it, right? If we were to really get into what makes a threesome a bad threesome, I would say it would be like one person just not connecting with the other two. You feel me? One person is kind of like out on the wayside while the other two are doing their thing. To me, that would be considered a bad threesome. In my experience, I've encountered this, I want to say once, maybe twice, that I can fully remember, because keep in mind these activities have happened way before I got married, right? I've now been married for 7 years, right? This is my 7th year married. So the stories are kind of blurry for me, so I'm just sharing based on memory, what I can remember from them. So yeah, the one threesome for me that I think was like that I would consider bad based on all the other threesomes I've had, he was so intent on recording. He was so, oh gosh, let's get the camera out, let's da 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 da, let's da. It didn't feel genuine in a sense. I don't know, he was excited that it was happening and was worried it would never happen again, so he wanted to, I don't know. I actually know, I'm so sorry, that was not the worst. The worst, oh my gosh, okay, listen, the worst was when the girl was giving me attention and he got so pissed. He was so mad. He was so upset. I had this Prada cologne. Yes, cologne, not perfume. It was a men's cologne. And I got that for my 18th birthday, I think, from one of my many friends. And when I say it smells so good, all you need is a little touch of it and then bam bam, you smell good. I literally went into my room and threw all my shit all over the place because he was so jealous that I was getting attention from the girl. It's like, what? Yes, that was the worst. That was the worst. That was the absolute worst. That was literally like a false start because I don't think we even did anything that night because he was just so, ugh. Yes, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I was going to skip over that story. Like literally the three of us there, we're drinking, we're chilling, we're having a good time, and then I'm sitting down, she comes over to me and she's doing her little sexy dance or whatever, and we're kissing and touching and feeling and whatever. Obviously at some point into whatever, but so jealous, so quick. Instead of just being in the moment, enjoying the moment, and then easing his way in, he completely flipped the switch, got so mad and destroyed my property. I was so, and that was the only thing that like broke and shattered into a million pieces. So that was the worst threesome. And that's like why I really wanted this video as well. If you know that you're a jealous person, if you do not want to see your partner with someone else, if it hurts you to the core, if you feel like you can't do it. You can't do it. It's a non-start. It's don't do it. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. If you know that you are a jealous lover, threesomes will never be for you, ever. If you are not willing to share your partner in that intimate moment, it's not going to work for you. Okay? Especially if you know that the person that you're inviting into your bedroom possibly wants to take your partner from you. Don't invite that into the space. Do not invite that into the atmosphere. Do not make that a thing. Like it's not going to work out at all. Okay? Can you hear the rain? Oh gosh. It's been raining literally all week. From like last week Sunday till now it's still raining. Okay, so threesomes are not for everybody. Threesomes don't work. A threesome will not save your relationship. A threesome can spice up your relationship, but not if you're not like genuinely into it. A threesome can cause issues within your relationship. A threesome is not for the faint or the weak at heart. What I will say is, if you know that your partner, I don't even know how to say that. I don't know how to say it. I don't know, if you're easily triggered, if you can't, I don't know. For me, I like girls. I'm bisexual. I like both men and women. So inviting another woman into my bedroom has never been an issue, would never be an issue, unless I know that there are ulterior motives. If this girl who's coming in is someone that you, my partner, wanted before, or feels like he can or she can do something behind my back, that's when it becomes an issue. And that's what I feel like most people are afraid of. But in order to have a successful threesome, you and your partner have to be 100% locked in with each other and 100% confident to know that at the end of this, you two are still coming back as one. And if your partner does choose to step out of the relationship and go be with that other person, then I honestly would say let them go and do that. Because at the end of the day, they're never gonna find somebody like you. And if they do, good for them. What's for them is for them. What's for you is for you. All right, you might just have introduced them to the greatest love of their life, and I will always say that we don't own each other. So if you feel like this person that I brought in for us to enjoy is the next Mrs. whatever the fuck you want to name her, then go ahead and do that, but just let me know. Right? Me, I'm not for the poly world. Right? I cannot have you sharing your love with other people. You feel me? I'm fine with threesomes because I do enjoy women. I do enjoy cunnilingus. Like, I love performing. I love pleasing. I love doing all of those things. I love to be worshipped and all of these things. Love it. Hands down, awesome. I would love Like the ideal situation, if we were supposed to label it outside of monogamy, would be open. And not open in the sense that we're not committed to each other, but open in the sense that we invite or can invite another person in, or other people in, once we're doing it together, once we're sharing that other person or persons, right? Right. Now, what's going to seem biased of me is that I've said, and I could actually picture myself having multiple husbands. The thing is though, I don't want them interacting with each other. I don't want them to be friends. Actually, I want them to be mortal enemies. I don't want them golfing. I don't want them playing basketball. I don't want them on the PS5. I don't want them getting drinks. I don't want them smoking together. I want none of it. None of it. I want them to fight for my love. I want them to battle each other. I want them to be like, oh, you're really going out with this guy right now? Da 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 da, have fun or whatever. I don't want them to be jealous. I don't want them to be jealous of me or of the other husbands. But I don't want them to be chummy, buddy, link up and share feelings. Okay, I don't want that at all. Like, your sole purpose in life is to be my husband and to cater to me, and that is it. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what it is. And if I decide that one night I want all three of you at one time, then that's what it is. Then babes, that's what it is. That's what it is. And that's my stance on poly relationships. Like, oof, honey. But for you to have multiple wives, it not gonna work. It not gonna work, babes. Not in my cabinet. No ma'am, no Sam, not today, not tomorrow. Not gonna work. So I believe the main thing that's going to make a threesome flop is trust. Trust, like, yeah. If you can't trust your partner, then don't even start, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is honestly going to be communication. It sounds super cheesy, but before the threesome even happens, you have to communicate with your partner and be like, all right, who's gonna bring in this next person? Is it me or is it you? All right? I feel like when it comes to who's bringing who, the women should bring the women and the guys should bring the guys, right? If you want a threesome with two guys, I feel like he should be able to determine who that guy is going to be, because he has to be comfortable enough with the other person, right? And you don't want him to feel like it's some guy that you've either been screwing on the side or secretly want to run off with, right? So let him choose the guy, or you two can have a conversation and be like, babes, I don't like him, I don't want him to touch me, or babes, he's super cute, yes, tag in your homeboy, yes. So I feel like that's the only way that's gonna work, right? And when it comes to women, definitely the woman should choose who to bring in. Like, the guy can have an opinion and be like, oh my god, oh, I have to go pick up my kids in this rain. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when it comes to picking out the girl, the guy can have an opinion. Yes, he could be like, babes, I don't like her, I don't like how she look, I don't like her face, I don't like her body, she's too big, she's too skinny, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, the girl should approach the girl and be like, hey, are you interested in da-da-da-da? Have you ever da-da-da-da? Are you single? Are you clean? Are you, you know? The guys have their guys talk, the girls have their girls talk, and then you guys come together. The couple should also lay down any ground rules they want, right? There can be all the rules, there can be no rules, it can be whatever you want it to be, right? Maybe kissing is off the table. Maybe giving head is off the table. Maybe being alone with that other person is off the table. It might happen. One person might have to go use the bathroom while the other two are still there. But if you don't want them to do anything when you're not in the room, then you have to say that to your partner beforehand, right? And be like, listen, if they're trying to do stuff with you, just shut it down until I come back in the room. For me, I don't really care about that. I've been in situations where I'm the third person and me and either the girl or the guy are still doing stuff while the other one is in the bathroom. It has been where I have to go use the bathroom and they're alone together. I'm not going to stop them from having fun, because then that's just everybody get dry up and shrivel up, and it's just gonna kill the vibe. So unless all three of you are completely done, I feel like that rule of not doing anything while one person is out of the room is kind of no, like the. But again, it's your threesome, not mine. I just feel like that's what's gonna lame up the whole thing. Okay, so while still on this communication part, if the third person you're bringing in doesn't speak, for me personally, that's a turn off. Like, it gives coercing, it gives you really don't want to be here, it gives you're bored, right? And it could just be me, because for me, one of my top love languages other than physical touch is words of affirmation. I'm very much a talker. I'm very much a, you know, I feel like any threesome I've had, I've been pretty vocal, or if I'm not vocal, I'm very touchy-feely. I'm very much, you know, in it. So if you're not in it like that, it gives off weird vibes. It gives off, you know, because even again with my worst threesome ever that again was a non-starter, babes, talk to me, tell me how you're feeling. Be like, all right, y'all having too much fun without me, let's take it to the bedroom and then go from there. Say something, but do not storm off in a hissy fit and start breaking things or getting in your feelings or whatever. Communicate, talk, okay? And then you can go from there, because two people are already in the mood and then you come with your sour self, like, you just dead the vibes. It's just not going, you know. Yeah. As far as incorporating toys into the threesome, I'm very much for that, especially because I do have one, a strap-on. If you're a girl with another girl in a room, if it's a female male situation, definitely I recommend, excuse me, I recommend getting a strap-on. I recommend using vibrators. I recommend doing everything. It can make it fun. Is it necessary? No, it is not. But will it make it more enjoyable? Definitely. Definitely. Have I figured out how to properly work with my strap? No, definitely not. And for that, I give men props, because it is not easy. Like, I was really hurting that girl. Like, I was just shoving it in, and I was really hurting that girl, and I haven't I haven't tried since. And I don't know. I'm sorry to that girl if she's watching right now. I'm sorry, babes. Young and dumb and full of cum. I had no clue what I was doing. You were my first and you were my last. Yeah, so that's a that. But toys are definitely optional. Toys can definitely be incorporated, especially again if you've had a conversation with your partner before to figure out what's what, who's who, da 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 da. If it's a male, male, female threesome, toys would include a collar with a leash. That could be fun. Toys can include a vibrator, you know. Toys can include those sprays that desensitize your throat. And that's another conversation to have, to see if you're both going to be, not you're both, if you're going to be giving both of them head. If the men want to interact, because babes, we're not slut shaming. If the men want to touch or kiss or anything like that, it should be a conversation to be had, like, are you going to do anything? Do you feel like you're going to do anything? Have you ever had thoughts of doing anything? You know, and there's no, I don't know why the front of my hair keeps flipping up, but it's very annoying. And the men do not have to interact in a male, male, female threesome. Same way the women don't have to interact in a female, female threesome. Not all women like going down on other girls. And in that retrospect, I don't know, that's weird to me. It's very, very weird to me. I prefer not to receive head from girls. That's just me, because when it comes to women, I am the more aggressive one. But I feel like if you're not open to try, then it kind of limits the things that you could possibly do. Right? Let's say I'm giving him head and I want to like throw his legs back and I'm in the gooch, I'm in everything, da 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 da. You could be giving me head during that time, is all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Like, that is all I'm saying. If you're going to have a threesome, you have to be open to try different things. You have to be open to different positions, different activities, different actions, you have to be willing and able, right? And if you aren't, again, that's a conversation that could be had as well. Be like, listen, I don't do this, I do that, I'm not into this, I'm into that. You feel me? And I don't think anybody should be left out of the conversation. I feel like if y'all want to have your side convos and then me and this person, whatever the case is, talk it out. At the end of the day, everybody should feel comfortable in the environment, right? Everybody should be open or free or willing, because it is such a the experience, I can't find the word. It's one of those things that I feel like you should try. I don't know. I know it's not for everybody, but I don't know. 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 I also feel like there should be one person kind of like leading the charge, one person who's more dominant, one person who's making sure that everybody's comfortable, one person who's making sure that, you know, either the drinks are flowing or we're smoking or we're just having fun, enjoying each other. There should be one person who's like, okay, it's too quiet now, you know? Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. I don't have anything else to say. I enjoyed my salad. I enjoyed this talk. The worst threesome ever. Yeah. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below. If you feel like there's something that you're too embarrassed to ask, find me on Instagram at Kissyface, KISSYFVCE. I respond to any and all DMs once you're not rude or disrespectful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing it with your friends, which I know you will. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye.
We took a trip, now we on your block, and it's like a ghost town.